It also, in some ways, blowback, I think, has become of interest to Americans because we are, as a country or as a culture, so remarkably insensitive to history, so uninterested in history. The thing that always struck me about 9/11 is that we didn't ask the most obvious of all forensic questions: what were the motives of the suicidal attackers of 9/11? If you started to ask what were their motives, you'd instantaneously gotten yourself back into the clandestine operations against the Soviet Union in Afghanistan in the 1980s. You discovered that Osama bin Laden comes from an extremely wealthy Saudi family whom you normally encounter on the ski slopes of Gstaad with a blonde-haired girl, or as a house guest of George Bush at Kennebunkport, as George Bush 41, the first one, but that he had good reason to get extremely irritated with us. But we not only often don't know much history, and our news media serve us extremely poorly in that area, but that our government also has a vested interest in ensuring that you don't read that history, because it would bring home the fact that some very high-ranking officials of our government are at least partially responsible for the deaths of 3,000 of their fellow citizens on 9/11, 2001 in New York and Washington.